we've found something that really helps us and we just want to spread it to the world and maybe not even make it into a business. But that's the thing, right? If we want to focus on that, if we want to make that our big mission in life, then we actually need to earn some money from it as well. Because money is just a tool. Money is the tool that we use in this society to exchange things, exchange energy, exchange value. Like, it's just a tool. And we need that to survive. Welcome to Healing Business, the podcast for healers, practitioners, and intuitive business owners who are ready for more flow, abundance, and impact. I'm your host, Frida Cabo, business coach, healer, and bridge builder. I'm a Swede living in the bush in the far north of New Zealand, supporting clients around the world to grow businesses that truly work for them. In this space, I share conversations, practical insights, and a touch of magic to support you as you step into your next level, whatever that looks like for you. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right, let's all take a deep breath. In this episode, I want to talk about pricing, and it is a subject that can bring up a lot of feelings, shame and guilt and stories, and I just want to talk about it because it's so important for us to really look at what is holding us back, what is blocking that abundance that is there, and why is it that we can have such a big problem with this. And the first thing that comes up is like, how do we put a price on transformation? How do we put a price on healing and all of those amazing, intangible things that we offer as healers? And it's not easy. And it can be really difficult to put a price if we feel like people don't understand what it is, they're not understanding what they're buying, and we can't really communicate it. So one thing is to get really clear on how you communicate it and who you communicate it to. But also, why do we have to set a price on things? Like, especially if we feel like we've found something that really helps us and we just want to spread it to the world and maybe not even make it into a business. But that's the thing, right? If we want to focus on that, if we want to make that our big mission in life, then we actually need to earn some money from it as well. Because money is just a tool. Money is the tool that we use in this society to exchange things, exchange energy, exchange value. Like, it's just a tool. And we need that to survive in this society that we have built. Yes, we can exchange for other things that we need, but it's just a tool that makes it easy. And then if you get money, you can buy what you want and vice versa, right? And also really be aware of that there are money stories that can hold us back coming from our childhood. So if you haven't already, just look at your money story. How was money talked about when you grew up? What was your situation with money? What happened with your interaction with money? Was it something that you felt like you understood? Just look at your life, how money has affected you and what you have given it credit for. What have you made it mean? So really become aware of that and let some of those things go. And you see that it's a tool. It's a tool that we use. It doesn't make us good or bad. We can do great things with it. We can do not so great things with it. It's just us as humans that decide that. Money is a tool. Look at your story and see what came with you from your family. And there can also be stuff from the ancestors that you're carrying that you can clear away with Family Constellation, for example. And we can also look at it from a client point of view. Like, we can feel like we need to lower our prices to get more clients, but that's not necessarily true. So we really need to give our clients the credit of being responsible with their money, of trusting them to invest in what they want to invest them in. We're not here to convince anyone. If they don't see the value in it, then that's up to them. If they don't want to prioritize it, it's up to them. And we also need to prioritize us and the way we want to do business and want to create our life, right? And also having them pay for it actually can make them value it more. It can make them really excited and committed because it's a tool of commitment. If you pay for something, you really want to make it worth it. Money is also that tool for that energy exchange between you and your client. Because otherwise, if you're giving all the time, there will be an energy imbalance. And that's also a really good sign of when it's time to increase your prices. If you have prices already, it's a really good indicator of when it's time to increase your prices. When you feel a bit of resentment, when you feel undervalued, well, it's you who can increase the price. And there's lots of different strategies of doing that. You can do it in a way where your already clients have a chance to book in before you increase the price. Or you can just do it. You don't have to announce it. You can just do it as well. People usually don't notice, and everyone knows that the cost of living is going up, so they won't be surprised that you need to increase your prices either. And really see that selling is service. You are offering a service to someone and they want to pay you for it. If it's the right client, if it's your clients, they want to pay you for it. And also you can have different price models, different ways of creating opportunities for those who maybe need your service but can't afford it. You can get funding or someone else is paying. Or there's lots of creative ways of doing it. But also if you have a price that allows you to do pro bono work sometimes. So that's also can also be part of your strategy. So how do you set a price? Well, a price is actually a part of your strategy, as I said. What is your strategy? Where do you want to be? It's a way of saying, this is the exchange that I want in exchange for my services. So you can look at other people doing the same thing as you and see what they charge. That can be an indicator, but also if you don't know their strategy, they might just be starting out and just want to do that on the side for fun. That's up to them. If they want to do it that way, then that's their choice. But if you have another situation, you have to look at that and you have to look at, okay, how much do I actually have to bring in to be able to live off of this? What is the bare minimum? And then have that as your bare minimum, and then have something that you want to, and then you can have what you're aiming for. So you can have 3 different goals that you want to achieve. So yes, look at the outside, but also look inside and see in your business, what is it that you want to accomplish? And there's lots of ways that we can look at getting away from charging per hours and instead charging for a program or adding more value without that taking more time from you. Yeah, there's lots of different ways of doing that. So really look at how much you want to work, how much you want to earn, and how much impact you want to do. And then you can count your price from there. See how much do I actually need to get per client, per hour. If I had you in front of me, we could do so much more on this and just dig into your money story and maybe do a family constellation to see what money says to you, or who is behind that money story, or where it comes from, if you have a blockage. If you are struggling to set a price on one of your services, you can actually do this exercise. It comes from Family Constellations, and you can write down, if you have 3 different prices that you're kind of thinking about it, just write them down on 3 different pieces of paper and scrunch them up so you can't see it, mix them up, and then just lay them out, observe, look at them, what's going on, what happens with them, and then take one up and just feel into it. Take a deep breath and just ground yourself, feel feet on the floor, and just feel into that one. What's the energy there? And don't look at what it is, just feel into that one. Okay, and then you can put that down again. Take up the next one. Feel into that one. Put it down again and feel into the next one. Just see, observe, and notice what happens. And put it down again and just feel into, okay, which one feels like it's the one, and just play with it. Doesn't have to be that serious. Just play with it and just feel which one is the one, and then take that one and look at it, and just observe yourself while you look at it as well. What is coming up? Does it feel like, yeah, absolutely, that's right? Or does it feel like, oh no, that wasn't one? And just see if there's maybe a block there, or what is going on. Why is that reaction coming up? So that's part of the exercise, seeing the reaction that comes up. And then, yeah, go with the field. Go with what the field tells you, and the feeling and what you notice. Because there's really no right or wrong in setting a price. It's just different strategies. It's how you feel about it. And I know there's, especially in the coaching world, it's like, oh, you have to charge this much, otherwise the client won't see the value in it, and da da da. It's not necessarily that. You can start low and then increase and take care of your nervous system and just increase your comfort zone little by little. That's okay. You can start small and then increase and increase and increase, and that's okay. You can do what you need. You decide. You're the boss. It's your business, right? I would love to hear your takeaways from this episode. And if you try this exercise, let me know in the comments or send me a message on Instagram at Frida Kahlo. I'm looking forward to hear from you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love for you to share this podcast with a friend who's on the same path. You can also find me on Instagram at Frida Kahlo, or head over to fridakahlo.com to learn more about how I support healers and intuitive business owners like you. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep trusting your magic.